something each man can learn from a racing horse race. Something that every man can learn. At least those that want to get ahead in life. At least those that want to see results. Because one thing I've learned in life, you could be doing a whole lot of doing, but you're not getting no results. You could be doing a whole lot of fasting, you could be a whole lot of dieting, but you're not getting no results. But something that each man can learn from a racehorse. One thing you learn about racehorses is that they get given a diet specifically just for them to be good at what they do. Now, you can say, well, that's a horse, I'm a man, I need certain pleasures and everything else. But let me remind you that we have a windfall of time sometimes. You have a time period where you're able to do certain things, and when you get older, you are unable to do those things. You age out. Some of you cats be like, I'm so fly, I can get girls all the time. But you get older and you live a certain way, and now you got AD, and now you got your back problems. Now you can't, and you got no money. Life is about being prepared as a man. Women can get a rescue parachute. Some soul loser out there is going some simp man is going to jump on and help a woman out who is clearly making bad decisions, but because she's fine, he gonna rescue her. So you don't got that luxury as a man. You don't got that luxury at all. So the thing that you can learn from a racehorse that I've learned is that racehorses often have blinders on, or blinkers, whatever you want to call them, blinders. Those things that stop them from looking at the other horse, or how far away is he, to intimidate him. You remember back in the day, boxing, like Mike Tyson, was all about intimidation. You show how fit you are as a man. You show how strong you are as a man, and you put forth intimidating tactics. So by the time you get in the ring, the other opponent is already feeling like, hey man, this guy could whoop my ass. So the horse is got blinkers or blinders on so that it just focuses on running its own race. And that's the point I want to make in this video. And a lot of men are caught up in looking at what that dude over there is doing. Honestly speaking, I've come to learn that wealth is given. We want to brag about, Warren Buffett or Bill Gates. I think that some people subscribe to certain ideologies, or they join certain groups and get given money. I don't care if somebody come after me and say some things, but I do believe, for the most part, you look at the biblical account of Abraham. Abraham was wealthy because the Most High gave him wealth. I believe certain individuals in this world, they get given wealth because they have the right type of hearts to influence humanity, often for the bad. So when you got your blinkers on, you set your course, okay, of righteousness, living a righteous life. You're not running through women just because. You're eating healthy because it's the right thing for your body. Your engine, the machine, everything from a sexual standpoint, your mental standpoint, intellectual standpoint. You're reading. You're reading. You got the blinkers onto the world. You're not concerned about what people are, the discourse online. You create your own social square of individuals that align with your mentality, capacity, and intellect. You're not just going with the waves. You're not a woman. I say you're not a woman because a lot of women can make all this nonsense and do this nonsense, still get scooped up by somebody and get taken care of. Nobody coming to save your ass at all. So you set your course like a racehorse. You got blinkers on it. It's been trained. It's been dieting. It's been through the paces. It's disciplined. It knows the occasion. So you're going to show up for yourself with blinkers on. Stay in your own lane. Go hard for yourself. Because ain't nobody else coming to save your ass at all. And sometimes we're fooled by, I got my woman, she faithful and everything. I got my children. I think that men need to be real. I've seen men who the children hate him. They can't wait for him to die so they can have access to his homes or businesses. I'm not saying women are this way inclined, but I'm just saying it happens. We got to be realistic. So get your blinders on. I'll focus on your race, because when you're older and let's say you're not able to do the things you can do now, unless you got money or resources or abilities and so forth that bring in an income, whether it's investments or something. So the number one thing you can learn from a racehorse is, number one, is physically fit. Get yourself physically fit. Number two, it's mission focused. It's not looking at the outside. It's not arguing with this other horse. Yeah, you're bigger. No, it's not doing that. Because all it's saying, it's its own line. It's a lane. And it's fit enough to run that race. And it's equipped enough. It's been disciplined. It's been fed well in terms of dieting. And it's ready. Victory lies ahead. Learn as a man to focus on your race. Don't be bickering with women, arguing with other men. People come from all kinds of environments which are not conducive to your mindset. So this world, you were born and you won't die. So live like a man who is showing the world that you know how to live it. And you can live it in a way that makes a point, not to prove to anybody else, but for yourself. You can do it. Focus, strength, turn up for yourself. Discipline. That's a big lesson to learn from a racehorse, because horses, they give it their best shot. Whether they come second or third, that's it. But the difference against horses is that as a man, you're not competing against anybody but yourself.